Here's my story of life. Sitting at the library. It starts with I was born into other than freedom. I struggled my whole life just to get by and to survive. I learned to be happy with the bare minimum, if anything at all, and be grateful and thankful for what you do have. And one day I just said, you know what, there has to be a better way than me working my ass off every single day for just scraping by. So I surrendered my life and sacrificed my life to the universe. And the universe showed me that there was all these help wanted signs and stuff. So I applied for hundreds and thousands of applications, not just to uplift my life and the income aspect, but to free myself and to remove bills from my life that were enslaving me and limiting my life to what it was. And I applied for, like I said, jobs, applications, as well as aid and help, and went to organizations that were meant to help and aid with bills and stuff like that, and shared all my stuff openly and freely. Now, as I did this, I shared what my faith and my belief was, who I was, what I was here to create, and what my goals and my intentions are, which are peace, love, and positivity, and to plant the fruits, vegetables, and berries as a foundation of freedom for all creations, so that ripple affects into all other things, and we have an established foundation of abundance of freedom. Now, while I'm doing this, I get attacked by the very people who are around me for my faith and my belief. They not only kidnap my daughter, they take me to court and admit it on court record, and nothing happens. I go to a couple trials or whatever, and they admit, like, oh yeah, we're doing this because you leave your door open, because your faith and your belief and your freedom of speech is why this is happening to you. They admit this. They ransom my child from me multiple times, saying that if I don't pay them, I won't see my daughter or whatever, go to trial. Nothing happens. They don't give her back. And so, meanwhile, this is happening, and they admit that they see that I was looking for help and everything. I end up getting my house foreclosed on because I couldn't find a job, even though there was hundreds and thousands of applications that I filled out and hundreds and thousands of help wanted signs. People are impersonal. They want everything online, so now you can Google my social security number. Now, as I'm speaking my mind, as this was happening and my house was about to get foreclosed on, all these people had sent me letters in the mail saying, hey, we'll help you so you don't lose your house, all this stuff. I emailed and I sent all of my information, and I let them all know what was going on. And the main thing that I got in reply was, oh, we could buy your house from you, but you'll have to move. We can't help you keep your house. You'll have to move if we help you in any way. So I just ended up walking away and blessing somebody else with the house cheaper than what I got it for, and ruining my credit. Oh well, right? In the meantime, I let the taxes people know that this was happening, and I also let the loans and stuff know. Multiple times I called them and shared information with them about what was going on in my life and my life experience, and that I was trying, I'm doing my best to make ends meet. And anyway, so I foreclosed my house. I let the tax people know, the government, and the government just says, well, if you're going to be an earthwalker, we'll just mark you out of the country instead of actually help you or do anything for you. So I surrendered my whole life, sacrificed my whole life, asking for help and aid in my life and freedom, and I end up losing everything, got my child kidnapped from me. I waited a year or two in that area before the Holy Spirit just said, no, this isn't the area for you anymore. So I moved from St. Louis all the way to California on the Holy Spirit. I literally felt dead in my life, and there's nothing that I will to be a part of anymore, because this is what happened when I reached out to the community and I had made it open in public that, you know, I was asking for help, and this is what I already was creating and willed to create in our society, was a foundation of freedom that I didn't see and I didn't experience in my life yet. And when I reached out to people, they still weren't able to share that freedom with me, even though that I know there's wealth and abundance and the wisdom and the knowledge and intelligence that I should have never had to go through the experiences that I did, but I did. That's very emotional and very spiritual for me, because I truly had faith and belief in community and people that if I had asked for help that they would have helped, but they showed me otherwise. This makes me cry a lot because it's emotional. And so I moved to California. I was gonna stay in the Dead Mountain the rest of my life because I just felt dead to life and to all that this is. And so, as always, I plant fruits and vegetables and network with people to do the same thing. And I plant basically most of my abundance that I have with me from what I was able to save up in fruits and vegetables on the Dead Mountain. I stayed in the Dead Mountain and I planted it every day that I was there with fruits and vegetables. I planted vegetables and then I planted the fruits at the very top of the mountain. So when a tree grows out, it will have its fruits at the top and plant the rest of the mountain. Now, one day I was sitting in town just waiting for the Amtrak to see if I could put my bike on it, because at the time I had an Amtrak pass that I could use the Amtrak as much as I wanted to. So I'm sitting there and I was talking with the people in the community, getting to know people, and somebody comes by and shoots me with a paintball gun. So I end up leaving there and I come to Coachella Valley, and while I'm in the valley, I just kind of get met with the same type of thing. There's a lack of fruits and vegetables and herbs and lentils and berries growing, even though they'll grow anywhere and everywhere. And just more city halls that don't have any plan to plant them as a priority of our freedom and being a people of the people. They instead plant toxins or poisons and nothing relatively close to fruits and vegetables and berries, nor do they have it on their landscaping plans or any plan at all. To the fact that I found out that even companies like SpaceX and NASA that are intelligent scientists and supposed to be terraforming the Earth and potentially terraforming the space that we go out into aren't planting fruits, vegetables, and berries and or growing the wisdom and knowledge of them. To the extent that even our own government isn't doing it, from the level of city halls all the way up to the highest level. As well as tree programs like Arbor Day Tree, they plant other trees than fruits, which is just silly because a fruit tree will give air, atmosphere, and food for free, and a tree that doesn't have fruits will only create atmosphere. If you had the choice between the two, you'd pick the one with the fruit, if you're intelligent. Anyways, I haven't seen my daughter in 2 years. And now I think that everybody is basically, it's not that I think, it's that I know now that the majority of people are against me and will bad on me rather than good. And whenever I ask for help or aid or come to them, I have to have it in my mind that even if they do me some good, it's only so that they can benefit from it and cause me some type of harm or pain or suffering in my life. Because the moment when I was the most vulnerable in my life and opened myself to this whole entire community and society, they showed me that that was the way, rather than uplifting me and helping me and protecting my peace and or my family in that fact. And that's already history. It's my story. But now I live as a homeless man, or like a homeless man in the universe. And my address is literally the universe, so anywhere and everywhere I'm at. And I I don't work no more. I live off the Holy Spirit and wherever it guides me and whatever is shared for me and to me for free in any and all ways. And yeah, I don't plan on ever going back.